Okay, your nose keep running and the money keep coming. Hey, I'ma keep ballin'. Hey, rock a park, ballin'. Hey, carefree, I've been living carefree. So much in the air, we can barely even breathe. Hey, I really worry about things I don't know. You say I'm living wrong.
Hello, everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. Welcome to the NFL on EA Sports. The Lions have every intention of walking out of today's game with win number 4 on the season. It's the Packers going up against the Lions. With that, let's get out to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis, with this Week 10 matchup.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL sends us to the state of Michigan as we are inside Ford Field in downtown Detroit. Today we hit Week 10, and we've got a good one in store between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The veteran kicker Mason Crosby set to do the honors here, and we are underway from Ford Field. That's fielded in the end zone, and he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Now a play fake here on first down. This one brought in by Dorial Green-Beckham. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. A huge play there right off the bat. 48 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. So second and 10 here. They go back to Riddick. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Theo Riddick with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive. A nice run by him, don't get me wrong, but the blocking up front was a thing of beauty.
I think for an opening drive, how about that for an exclamation point? Just what you said. Good blocking, good vision, and he accelerated to the end zone.
This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now a handoff here to his running back. He takes this for 3 to the 29. See if they stay on the ground for second down. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up a third down.
Okay, let's just make this one simple. We know that the running game is not their thing, but they can't just throw it on every single down without expecting some real heat from the pass rush.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing is Rodgers on third down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Seven yards to go on 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Time running out here on the play clock. Snap comes at 1. Throwing the slant pattern here complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On first down, Rodgers. He finds Randall Cobb with a completion. 12 yards there as they move the chains.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
The play clock's running down. Rodgers now on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Now a handoff looking right. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down.
On offense, the guy that you want to have the best eyes on the field are your quarterbacks. So you can see everything pre-snap, and then, of course, as the play develops. On defense, oftentimes it's the linebacker. And on this play, his eyes took him right to the ball. Then he made a nice tackle.
319. Play clock winding down. Throwing is Rodgers. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
319. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Crashing in from the end there, not to disrupt the pass game, but to disrupt the run game.
Yeah, I love the distinction, too, because the good defensive ends, they can do it all. Set the edge in the run game, make sure that no one can move it that way, and, of course, rush the passer. On that play, use the speed to get there in the run game.
Long drive. The defense just cannot seem to catch a break and get off the field. They'll run it now out of the gun. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Packers in possession of the football. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here. And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run. Halfback sent in motion. From the gun on 3rd down, Rodgers. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. The completion good fully 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now, the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. That's caught at the 3. 7 yards on the play, and the decision to go for it pays off. They've got a 1st and goal.
Well, the feel that I get on this is that they felt like 3 was just not going to be enough after getting this deep into their territory.
And, Charles, correct me if I'm wrong, but it didn't even look like they hesitated there. They knew they wanted to go for it.
That tells me that during the week, they were thinking about these situations, and they feel like maybe they're just the better team, and they want to go ahead and prove it conclusively.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So often you hear defensive coaches talk about we need all 11 on every play in order to be a good run-stopping unit. And sometimes it starts to sound a little cliche. But did you see the free safety on that play? Knifing through and running down the ball carrier. A huge, huge play. And when you have a free safety who can run like that, you've got to turn him loose.
Time running out here on the play clock. Rodgers going to throw. And that is incomplete.
I know in every game we do, we talk about momentum. That was a momentum play lost. And now there could be a letdown because they didn't get the interception.
Yeah, you could almost hear the collective gasp on the sideline as he could not come up with that football. Well, just play after play after play on this long drive for the offense. Defense may be thinking pass. They come out in the nickel on 3rd and goal. Now they bring a receiver in motion right. The play clock's running down. Now Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good. But when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
And Crosby puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So put 3 on the board, but from inside the 5. And I know we use this phrase a lot, but that's a big-time win for the defense.
It sure is. You've got the short field behind you, so you can afford to turn up the pressure. And that was a nice sequence there to keep them out of the end zone.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Theo Riddick past the 20. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And, of course, the defense is going to accept this penalty. They go play action here on 1st down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. That one will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. Stays on his feet. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A good pickup there at 22. And now a first down following that long gain.
I love football lingo and the evolution of it all. Nickel defense makes sense, right? 5 defensive backs. But then you go to 6. What are you going to call that? And they call it a
double it.
A dime, which is just very simple for them. The math doesn't add up. But I know one thing. Offenses love to run against dime defenses. Typically, the bigger guys have an advantage against the smaller defensive backs when they're blocking downfield.
Yeah, we saw that advantage right there. On the ground, it's Riddick. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Jamar Taylor will be credited with the tackle.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run here. Abdullah. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
They'll try the air now with Stafford. Surveying the field. Out to the flat for Riddick. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up a 2nd and goal. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Riddick with a carry. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Ford Field after this. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll check in with Larry Ridley in Orlando with highlights and analysis of this first half of play.
And I'm going to check in with a heater.
I'm going to be right there with you, partner. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal.
Partner, it's decision time now. I know it's still just the 2nd quarter, but you have an opportunity to either kick the field goal or go for it and try and score a big-time touchdown. This is why the head coaches get paid the big bucks.
And his kick is indeed good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So it's an old-school extra point, but certainly a disappointment that they couldn't get 6.
Yeah, when you see 19-yard field goal in the box score, you kind of shake your head. But their head coach decided 3 was enough.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Green Bay offense now about ready to take possession here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Completed pass on second down. Now it's third down as the defense looks for the stop. And the back goes into motion. Rodgers to throw on 3rd and 1. Finds his target, Montgomery. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. On 1st down, Rodgers going for the deep ball. And incomplete. He dropped it in the end zone.
Tremendous field position there and a perfect time to do exactly what they did. Take a shot at the end zone. And they went for the big play, just unable to complete it.
Rodgers will try again on 2nd down. And he comes back with one complete. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. So we're back in the offense getting set following the call of that timeout. Let's see what the defense dials up here. 3rd and 4. They come up in an empty set. 4 wide receivers, 1 tight end. Adams, the man in motion left. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got Adams on the hookup. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. And he quickly clocks it, and they're going to have a good shot at getting 3 here before the break. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away. And Crosby puts it through, and that will do it for this first half. So we've reached half. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This fielded at the 2. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Throwing on first down is Rodgers. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he'll take this for about 4 up to the 46-yard line. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good first down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on first down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Rodgers now on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
I know it was a gain, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
Now they try the right side here. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a third down.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First-level defensive line, second-level linebackers, third-level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a first-level run, and it was stopped by a second-level player.
So they run it on second down. Now let's see what third down brings here for the offense. Play clock winding down. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
Here's Riddick. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40. The tackle that time by William Hayes.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Riddick looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a third down.
Brandon, that play ended so fast, it's almost as if the quarterback handed it to the runner and the tackler was there right away for a loss of yardage.
Here we go.
Throwing on third down, Stafford. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the sign judge. And that's good enough for a first down.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Now a first down throw. Stafford. It's complete to Golden Tate. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. And there the man coverage not good enough, partner, and they're able to complete the pass. Excellent recognition of the man coverage, and they found the guy who could win downfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains. And third quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going. I like all the points you just made there. And if you throw the football and it's incomplete, now you've stopped the clock, and you've helped out the guys on the other side of the ball. So keep it in the hands of those runners. Keep moving it. Keep grinding clock. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position. Then he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you. 3rd and 5, so they bring in an extra defensive back.
Expecting pass. From the gun on 3rd down, Stafford. Ebron caught left side. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
I'd love to sit down at some point in our offseason and talk to these defensive coordinators in the red zone. Tight end is obviously a big threat, yet these guys continue to make plays. Is there any other way to stop them?
Apparently not. In the red zone, like you said, that's your guy. They got it to him.
Supreme confidence in going to a playmaker.
Defensively, pretty good start there with their backs against the wall.
That's a win for the stop troops right there. And if I'm them, I get a little bolder now. They won the...
Back now at Ford Field. It's the Lions holding onto the football, and they also have the lead as we start quarter number 4. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop. Ball right around the 5 here brings up 3rd.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there. Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And his kick is good. And that'll open the lead up to a touchdown now at 13-6. So, Charles, I think from a defensive perspective, you have to look at that field goal there and consider it a win. You were able to keep them within a touchdown, so no question about it. That was the kind of stand that keeps you in ball games. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers to the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were. They're going to hurry back to the line now. 319. Now Rodgers throwing on 2nd down. Incomplete. The defensive coordinator came into this game with a plan to get to the quarterback with whatever type of pressure is necessary. It's working to perfection for him today.
Tough spot for the offense. 3rd and 8. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. And welcome back, the offensive unit. They took the timeout. And now they get set to line up as we resume action. 26. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Packers. Davante Adams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And now a critical extra point attempt here.
Without a doubt, the fade route is tough to stop if your wide receiver and quarterback are on the same page and the ball is placed in the proper spot.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this fourth quarter. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. A look at the running back, the man out of the backfield as he gears up to go again. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments, and you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination. It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. When you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense that's really kind of geared to stop that play, your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Whoosh. A nice pick up there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
How many times do we say in this game is speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways. In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Here's Stafford. Complete on the right side to Green Beckham. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Six yards to go here on second down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got some space here. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
Boy, where would these guys be without his performance on the ground? That puts him over 100 yards now for the afternoon, and I tell you, he seems to be getting stronger as the day goes along.
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll give it to him right up the gut. And the cutback to the sideline. And he carries this one all the way down to the 9. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
We can talk about bend but don't break all we want, but the defense now, we're going to find out just how flexible and pliable they really are. Can they bounce back after that type of a run, that type of momentum against them, and find a way?
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit. Golden Tate, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Lions have taken the lead.
Boy, that route is really tough to cover because if they're running it correctly, you think it's really going to be a slant.
Yeah, well, we talk all the time about how it's tough to execute offensively, but you're saying, don't forget, it's tough to cover for the defense, too.
Yeah, the number one thing that you're taught is to not get caught inside or get beat inside. So you guard that a little bit more. So that gives you a little bit more space to operate outside if you start your move initially inside if you're a receiver.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
And his throw here's incomplete. And let's see what the defensive coordinator may have up his sleeve here to try to get this final last stand and win this football game. Rodgers will try again on second down. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And they will take over at the 26-yard line.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know. Better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball, and I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing.
Oh, a hit. He lost the football. Stafford puts it on the ground. And fortunately, he's able to reel it back in, but it's going to go down as a big loss here on the play. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. They come out here in the I. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll find some space up to about the 25. And now the Packers going to take another timeout. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And they'll be in search of 11 yards here on third down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And they'll go on the ground. And a nice little quick spin move before he's dropped. And a pretty good gain. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Taken in at the 11. 12 yards on the return that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And Green Bay getting ready to go as they take the field. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Back to throw. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. And quickly they get to the line. And remember, they're out of timeouts, so he spikes it here to stop the clock. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. And they're going to speed things up here. Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down.
319!
He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Apparently they weren't interested in playing the field position game. They opt to keep their offense out there. A big mistake in hindsight.
Yeah, that one backfired. In hindsight's always 20/20, but let's call it what it was. We would have first guessed that one and said, don't do it here. Bad situation. I think they need to be closer to midfield before I would start to think it was a good idea.
Yeah.
And once you start taking risks like that, you're going to have to keep taking them throughout the game, especially when they don't work.
Yeah, at this stage of the second half, interesting. Stafford down to a knee, and with it, he's going to ensure his guys a victory. And Charles, I think...
Hard to admit that I used to draw portraiture in a human form, doodle of a two-headed unicorn. It was soothing, moving his arm in a fusion of man-made tools and amused from beyond. Even if it went beautifully wrong, it was tangible truth for a youth to refuse to belong. No name nuisance, stews in a bedroom, booze in a brand new cuneiform. Barely commune with the horde, got a whole grayscale ungluing his world. Might zone out to the yap of the magpie, unseen hand dragging his graphite. Cross contour, little bit of backlight, black ink after a Bristol to baptize. You can imagine a rush that ensue when you get 3 dimensions stuffed in a 2. Then it's off to a school where it's all you do, being trained and observed by a capable few. Back in New York by peeps and a dog in a 2-bedroom doing menial jobs. Plus rhyming and stealing and being a clod, distractions, freedom, a rod. I left some years of giving a light, I left some will, the spirit away. I let my fears materialize, I let my skills deteriorate. Horn about a thought of what I should have been, continuing a mission that was rooted in a 20-year affinity and rickety condition with an ID crisis. Snap on the front lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would have made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings, just to count your rings, just to count your rings. And now we're Colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Used to paint. Hard to admit that I used to paint. Natural light on a human face. Stenciled fire in his roommate's face. It was blooming addiction. A miss and a push and a pigment. Book like a tattooed pigskin look. Pinhead kids at a minute. Drank Kool-Aid from a tube of acrylic. And I grew up in a linseed oil of linen. Joy to the poison. Voice to the resin. Capture a map of a gesture. Back up, add a little accurate fat to the figure. Redo that, move that inward. Zinc white lightning shoots from his fingers. Studio strewn with illusion and tinctures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion. Reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush. Then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury your life. I let my means of being dissolve. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's shapes falling out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. And now we're colors pouring out of the fringe. All heart though we would've made cowardly kings. They will chop you down just to count your rings. Just to count your rings. Just to count your rings.
show me what you like. Hey, I put money, I can match it for ya. I'm in this all white fit, looking like a brick and all them zippers on a jacket on ya. He got a thing for a Latin. He wanna hear a little Spanish in it. I told him it ain't practice it. I'm about to fill you up with Spanish with. Walk up with the click and I ain't looking like the side in this. I'm the opposite cause I'm the main event in boxing and it has the time been ticking. I've been out here playing my position. I'm about to get it now. Ain't no one about to block the hit. Cause someday, someone to tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody there, someone, there's somebody there. One day will be the love of my life, but not tonight though. Hey, I'm only here for a minute. Bet you want a girl to keep it independent, and I know you gotta like a girl that's this appealing. Get you caught up in the moment, then I'll get you in your feelings. Tell your boys that you gon' meet them later on. Both of us are so taxi, leave the meter on. First time you out in Cali, never tried no this strong, so you gon' have some stories to tell when you take it back home and tell them one time, Snowy always showed you what it's like. Leave you sleepy like the call the umpire. Get you out and get you rolling, get you gotta go. I got a flight up in the morning on someday, someone tell me I'm somewhere, doing alright. Somewhere, somebody there, someone, there's somebody there. One day I'll be the love of my life, but not tonight though. He tryna catch me in my feelings, but he don't know